Yeah. G'day, how you going? Welcome back to Tippy Tail Tuesday with me and Jerry. I haven't done one of these for a while. This is my Clayton's live show. If you don't know what Clayton's is it's an old TV.
I have a Clayton's and dry, thanks. Plenty of ice.
The drink you have?
When I'm not having a drink.
Non-alcoholic. It's the drink you're having when you're not having a drink. So this is my live stream I'm having when I'm not having a live stream. Hey Jerry. So I'm doing another Tippy Tail Tuesday just to let everyone catch up on what's been going on with me and this channel. If you've probably been following, Jerry's had a bit of a scare, and I've had all the videos I did about it. So what happened was she got the tumour, she cut the tumour out, but now they said it's cancer. So as per what they normally do, now she's on chemotherapy. But it's been like 3 weeks now, and she doesn't get sick or anything. In fact, she's put on about 4 kilos. Oh no, she probably put on about 2.5 kilograms since the operation. So the operation was the problem, the blockage of the small intestine. Hey Jerry, we got it all out, didn't we? Yes, we got it all out. And you're much better now. And she's just like sprung back like you wouldn't believe. It's like she's a puppy again. She's even ripping apart her bed and my pillows. Naughty girl. Yes, you're not allowed to rip apart the pillows, Jerry. So the doctor said every 3 weeks you get it injected with chemotherapy, and hopefully that pisses off the cancer. So who knows? But the best thing was she got through that operation and she's back to normal now, if not more feisty than she ever was. And we've been on a few photo walks since. So yeah, so good news, bad news, however you want to take it. Take it day by day. That's what we're going to do. So what have I been doing with the channel is just been getting right into film lately again. I don't know why, I just love, I don't know, film has that, what do you call it? It's like, there's something to do with film. It's not just click, click, click. There's all the shit that goes with it. Well, not shit, but you know what I mean, like the developing and the scanning. So what I did, I bought that mono bath, so I did a video about that. Jerry helped me process the black and white film that we did. The film that we developed was a trip that I did to the city with my Canon AE1 program. I haven't processed that yet because I was waiting on a scanner to properly do it. I scanned it a dodgy way. I'll do a video. I'm going to do a video today about that, on how to scan your negatives. But I went and looked for a proper scanner, so I actually bought one. It's this one here. It's Plus Tech. It's one of the best ones. There are other ones. That Grainy Days guys was using one that he said was the best, that he recommended. They're only in America. So the one that I found was in Australia was this Plus Tech one, 8100. What I did, I went and bought it, but the bloody shop that I keep buying from, you buy it and then they say they don't have it, and it's going to take a month to come from, probably come from China. So I said, stuff that. I cancelled the order and I found this one on Amazon. I'll do a video on how I scanned it 2 different ways. Basically, it's taking a photo of a photo. Because I looked at those ones that you get with the automatic, the cheap ones on Amazon, but they're shit because all they are is just, it's the same as taking a photo of a photo, but the little sensor inside those gadgets, whatever, they're shit. Like, it's a shit camera. So it's a shit camera taking a photo of the negative. So I said, well, why not just use, a proper camera, which is what everyone does anyway, other than scanning it with the proper scanners like the Epson and that Plus Tech one. The other way is to use a digital SLR or a mirrorless whatever and a macro lens. So it's the same, you're taking a photo of a photo, but you're using a really good camera. So that's basically how I did it. And this thing that I bought off Amazon, cheap as chips, funny enough, after I bought it, I was trying to figure out how to do it. Peter Forsgaard bought one, and he used like a slide thing to get it all nice and flat. I just set it up and took a photo. You're supposed to use a tripod, but it's so fiddly. I just ended up handheld with my 60mm macro from Olympus, and the image stabilization was good enough. I tell you what, the hardest thing is putting the bloody film into those slide things, whatever. But I'm getting right into film. It's just something else, that's fun. I want photography to be fun. I don't want. And sometimes with digital, you get into the same old. So this is just breaking it up. I know a lot of people don't like film. They like film, but they just couldn't be bothered doing it. So, but for me, I don't mind the hassle. It's a hassle, Jerry, but it's a good hassle. Developing it, scanning it. Mind you, with the state of film, cameras are going through the roof, price-wise. Film, Jesus, what the hell happened there? It's like they stopped making the bloody thing. You're looking at $20 a roll now. It's amazing. I mean, you can buy it in budget and buy bulk, which is what I did. I got it for like $10 a roll, the HP5. If you buy it in, like 5 at a time, whatever, pack of 5, it's cheaper that way. But I don't shoot that much where I've got to have a whole bloody fridge full of it. I want to do a few more videos on that. I've got 4 more rolls to get through, so and that mono bath, it goes for 16. You can process it for 16 times, so I don't want that chemical to go to waste. Jerry, you're moving around again. Get yourself comfortable. I've been watching a few different channels on film photography. And I didn't realise how it's very popular these days. I couldn't believe how popular it is. There's a lot of guys out there, smashing it with the film. So I found a few people. There's a guy called Cody Mitchell, which I just discovered, was because I was researching Portra 400, 800, and I was going, what the hell's so special about this Portra? I didn't realise it's full on. Portra is amazing. I don't know if it's the photographer whose skill level who gets that good, but just what Portra looks like once it's processed. The photos that I've been looking at, these YouTube people, far out, man. I want to buy a roll or two. It's mainly in medium format. I saw one roll on 35mm, so I want to really get one, but bloody expensive. They classed it as like the best film in the world ever. Good for portraits, landscapes, everything. I think because it's got the really fine grain, so it almost looks like digital. In fact, it's funny. I've been watching, James Popsis, the James Popsis from Wales, and all his photos have that kind of pastel, kind of dreamy colour, look to it. I swear, when I was looking at Portra photos for film, it reminded me of that. So I don't know whether James Popsis is trying to get that Portra look, or it's just the way he likes to develop his raw images. Yeah, but you're looking at $30 a roll for that, for the 35mm, and for the medium format. The problem is I don't have a bloody proper medium format camera. And holy underwear, I mean, they're looking at, anywhere from $1,000, $1,500 to $3,000 or $4,000, all the way up to, $6,000 or $7,000 for a proper medium format. But I don't want the Hasselblad type, because that's like too big. I don't like that. I wanted like a viewfinder one, and I found some good ones. Mamiya, they're good. Mamiya 6, they're the old ones, 6, 7 or some shit like that. But the best one, Fuji 6, 7 something. It's unreal. I mean, it's a It reminds me of the old Olympus ones where it folds away and it's got the bellows that go out. It's Fuji 6, I can't remember, but it's also the same as the Bessa 3. For that kind of money, you might buy a Canon. You might as well buy a Canon R5 or an OM1, because film was meant to be just something fun to do, cheap on the side, But now it's become like full on. If you want to, relive that experience with film, there was that sweet spot, say in the 2000 to 2014, around that time when everyone was like, yeah, have it. It's just been sitting, have my, I was selling it for $100. I don't want it. It's just been sitting in my cupboard. I got digital now, I don't want film cameras anymore, so they were really cheap. And now it's like anything really. Antique roadshow, the longer it bloody gets, the longer the passage of time, things become rare, like film now. There's no more processing labs anymore like there used to be. So yeah, supply and demand, I guess. I mean, there's a shitload of point and shoots. You can get them cheap, but I've got a few of them already. I've got my sister's Canon Sure Shot and my Olympus MJU. That was my first camera. I took that around Europe in '95. The old Olympus MIU. Is that how you say it, Jerry? MIU or MJU. I went to Parramatta, did that video last week about the street photography. I called it street lanes. I called it lane photography instead of street photography. That was fun, although Jerry wasn't able to go because it's just got too crowded in the end. So I thought I took some good shots there. What I was thinking, like a lot of my ideas come on the actual day, was the face. With street photography, it's all about the face. I mean, I know it's a little bit voyeuristic, zooming in on people's faces, but people's faces are so fascinating, you know what I mean? Like, and if you capture them in that candid moment, I mean, there was like that one where that Indian lady was looking straight at me and she was surrounded by the people. That kind of like, it drew the eye onto her face and she was looking right at the camera. That was a fleeting moment that just passed. And even that guy who was in the corner there talking to the other guy, I saw him on the side of my eye, so that's an interesting character. And so I sort of positioned myself and I took a photo, and he was in a candid moment, unknown, unseen, unaware that someone was bloody taking his photo. I don't know if I'm allowed to put that on YouTube or not. Like, I don't know. I guess if my channel had a million views, it would probably turn into some commercial thing where you're not allowed to do it. It's a little bit dicey, the law there. Like, are you allowed to show people's faces on without their permission? I don't know. Because one law says it's in the street, you can do whatever you want, but then I think it gets dicey on what you do with those photos, where you show them and who you show them to, and if you commercialize it, I think. So that means if I monetize the channel, then I've got to blur everyone's face out. Is that how it works? But then you see 1,000 YouTubes that are monetized, and there's people walking around everywhere. Like, technically, you're making money from showing that person's face, in a sense. I don't know, it's all bullshit. So what? I mean, unless, it was like someone in witness protection program or something, and they didn't want his face shown. Jerry. Something that I enjoy doing because you can stand back a bit and not be in their face. With my 14 to 150. I mean, it must have been looking stupid there. Some idiot with this massive, because when you do the 14 to 150, it protrudes out. So people will be looking at, what are you zooming in on, mate? But I don't give a shit. Yeah, but I want to improve my photography, and it's all more about subject matter, and I think also it's the processing too. Like I look at a lot of that Popsis that I was talking about. It's just he's so subtle about his editing. You know what I mean? It's not oversaturated. It's a lot. It's very bright. Like it's like almost over exposed in a sense, and that's why I said it reminded me of that portrait look, which is another thing. I really want to get a full frame camera, just to have another, just to have one. You know, not no full frame versus micro four thirds bullshit. I know I harp on about it. A few people, go, "Oh, full frame's better," and I think that argument's long gone. Any camera's good, but I'd like the Canon cameras, the R5, R6, or the R or the RP. So I think the RP is probably, I know it's the oldest camera and it doesn't have all the features, but I don't want all the features. I've got Olympus for that. That RP is the cheapest one. It's not because it's cheap, it's because it's only got 26 megapixels, and it's kind of like the sweet spot, you know what I mean? It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that go with the AI stuff that you get in the R5. That's more for like birding and super fast 45 megapixel. Or the Canon R, maybe the Canon R, because that's 30 megapixels and that has slightly more slightly better features than the RP. And then I want to buy Jerry a Fuji. So I'll have Olympus, Fuji, and Canon. So the micro four thirds, ASP, APS, and full frame. So the three different sensors. And then I'll buy a Hasselblad. Yeah, that new one that came out. Then I'll have micro, APS, full frame, medium format. That Hasselblad looked unreal. Very minimalistic on the back. A few guys, Mac Granger's doing videos on it. Even Tony did a video on it. Jerry, you want to go for a walk? Have I babbled on enough? Yes, Jerry. You're all better now, aren't you? Yes, you're all better. Mwah. So that's it for Tippy Tail Tuesday. I'll be doing more walks with Jerry coming up soon. I'll be doing film, digital. And that's about it. But yeah, this is my Clayton's live stream. The live stream you're having when you're not having a live stream. Hey Jerry, huh? You cheeky girl. You sleeping? Yes, Jerry, you're sleeping. All right, thanks for watching. I'll put up a couple of videos this week, so stick around. Tell your mates, like and subscribe, and all that jazz. Catch you later. Jerry, you want to go for a walk? Hey, you want to go for a walk? Hey, we go for a walk, Jerry. No, you're too tired.